Hello, fabulous Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2015, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. Now, before I talk about this month, I gotta put into context, okay? And the reason is because next month is a huge month for you. Lots is changing in the best possible sense. It's a month of release, a month of fresh understanding, a month of really feeling like you're able to take your enthusiasm, your heart, your passion, your spirit, and move forward in your life in a very purposeful kind of way. It's a month of clarity and also a lot of happiness and lots of new opportunities and lots of new people as well. Now, I share this with you because, as I said, I got to put this into context. And I want to say, first and foremost, about this month, you have got to trust this month. You've got to trust your life. You've got to trust this month because I will be very honest with you. A part of this month and a big theme this month is going to be about seeing what frustrates you, what you don't like, what you feel is a limitation, what you don't want to keep putting up with, and what is it that ultimately is feeling like it is holding you back, personally, in your connections, and otherwise. And you need to see this. This is a part of a process that needs to happen now so that you can then go on to experience the transformation that is going to allow you to feel like you're really stepping into a whole new chapter, a whole new you even, coming up next month. And so embrace the frustration, embrace the uncertainties, and embrace whatever it is that seems to be unfair. Now, I'm not saying embrace it by, necessarily thinking, well, this is my lot in life. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, when those moments come up, understand that there is wisdom playing out here, and that there is love playing out here, and that actually the universe is trying its darndest for you this month to move you towards greater love and greater wisdom. And it may not be that obvious this month, but it will become a lot more obvious next month. So why do I say this? Well, what's happening this month is, on the one hand, we have Saturn in your sign. Now, next month, Saturn will leave your sign for the summer. In the middle of the month, will leave for the summer. However, this month, as Saturn is sort of nearing this retrograde out of your sign, approaching that cusp between your sign and the sign just before yours, as he retrogrades back, he will be speaking with Mercury and speaking with Mars in the middle of the month. And it is that conversation with Mars that really stands out to me. Now, Mars speaks with Saturn in this way, usually once every 2 years or so. So it's somewhat rare for this conversation to take place. And it always represents, or it's a strong symbol, I should say, for an awareness of where it is that you feel held back, or you feel limited, or you feel like there is some sort of expectation or obligation that ultimately feels heavy or pressing in some way. It can feel as if another person is playing some sort of power trip on you, or is acting as some sort of authority, even if they might not be, and even if you haven't seen them that way before. And ultimately, this is about acknowledging what doesn't feel fair, what doesn't feel right. Ultimately, it is about you. Saturn is in your sign, so it's about you acknowledging where it is that you need to take greater ownership for your power. You need to own your power. You need to decide what it is that ultimately is going to make you happy. And from there, you'll be able to move on with that much more clarity and purpose. And from there, you'll be able to actually make those changes to make you actually happy. Now, first, you've got to acknowledge what isn't working in your life. And sometimes it isn't what you think. And so you've got to get to the deeper layers, which the universe is going to encourage you to do, again, right around the middle of the month. And getting to those deeper layers is going to be a part of the process actually throughout this month. It's just that the middle of the month represents an important turning point in your understanding. And that in turn will lend itself to early next month. That full moon in your sign represents big, wonderful new things coming in based on the understandings, the contemplations, the considerations that take place for you this month. So trust the process. It is an important one. Early in the month, we have a full moon happening in the sign just before yours. Your dreams will be very active. You'll be clearing things out on a level of psyche, on a level of energy. It might not necessarily be always apparent to you, but a lot is happening underneath the surface. So allow that to happen. Your dreams might be very active and will reveal a lot to you as well. Just let them do what they need to do as part of clearing out your psyche of what it is that you don't need to carry into your future. In the middle of the month, there's a new moon happening, and this particular new moon is asking you to pay attention to the day, pay attention to your habits, your health, your workplace as well. It's asking you to consider your daily routines, your little rituals as you go about your day, and how they empower you and also how they don't, how they disempower you, and to make changes from that place. But right around this new moon, a bunch of things are taking place, like this conversation between Mars and Saturn, that I actually think is going to end up being a lot more dominant and important for you. And also, in the middle of the month, Mercury will stand still and begin to go retrograde. So it is going to be this month and next month that some larger considerations are going to be taking place in matters of your relationships, and I'll talk about that more in the love-focused horoscope. What I love about this month for you is that it is setting the stage for big change and for big happiness as well. Trust the process and trust the mystery that is certainly moving your life towards greater love and greater wisdom than you've known before.